This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
G'day, team. What a show it was this morning.
I know.
Well, we talk about reasons to call the fireys that aren't fire-related.
Yeah.
Some great stories.
Yeah, you've been having some dramas with your wife because she's acting not right.
And Nathan, she's a plant person. We speak to other plant people who get really attached to theirs.
It's more just that she's paying something else a lot more attention than she's paying you, isn't
It's a
it?
jealousy thing, no doubt about it.
I can read right through it.
We get stuck into Adam Simpson's finances and how to buy a Hungry Jack's store.
And also, we finally get the answer on why Nathan's neighbours have got all their furniture in the hallway.
This is Nathan, Nat, and Sean
On Nova.
Nova 937.
Hello, friends. It's 6:03. Nathan, Nat and Sean. Happy Wet Wednesday.
Yeah. It didn't absolutely belt down when footy
No,
training was on
lucky,
last night.
lucky.
Oh, so wrapped. It was mint.
Oh, that's great, Sean.
We don't want to be out there when it's bucketing down, Nathan.
No. Do you take a parasol ever? Or
Well, that'd be against the sun.
I've been taking a umbrella lately when I've taken the dog for a walk.
what sort of umbrella is it?
It's a Bunnings one. You got to get a Bunnings
That's
one,
fine.
right?
You know,
But-
what, if a
For
man
a
wants to
true
use
man.
an umbrella, it has to be a Bunnings one because that's to show that I'm only keeping myself dry because I'm using tools after this.
Or at a push, a golf umbrella. If it's a golf umbrella, who gets away with it too, right?
Absolutely, but you got to be careful because if you put the umbrella up too high, the wind,
Yeah.
it gets you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Mary Poppins, off we go.
Poppins, mate.
Great story.
Thank you.
For great deals and cheeky getaways, whatif.com has just the place.
Yeah, winter hideaway is great, but bring on spring!
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, apartments, holiday rentals, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
You know, my house is always interesting, and over the last couple of years in particular, it's been really hardcore with plants in my house. My wife is...
So the plants are fighting for real estate with the candles.
They've taken over. They've taken over now.
She's a plant mother, isn't she?
She's become a plant mother, really hardcore. And I know a lot of people have these...
Plant people.
Plant people in their life. And... when we go away, there's always it's the biggest stress in the world.
Sure.
Oh, I hope the plants are okay. And as soon as we come in, like we came in from Bali a couple of weeks ago, it's not to see if when we walk in the door to see if we've been robbed,
Or to see if Rex is still alive.
or Rex is still alive. But it's the first thing is to charge out the back and make sure that the plants are still living.
Yeah.
You know when I go away, right? So, you know those, you see those news stories where terrible parents have left their children alone
Yeah.
for 2 weeks
Yes.
and have come back and they're eating out of bins. That's what I'm like with my plants.
Yeah.
When I go away
Fend for
ever,
yourself.
I just say, good luck. And then I just leave. And let's see if you're alive when you get back.
Well,
and they are.
Yeah, and that breeds resilience in your plants.
That's right.
Yes.
And your children.
Treat them mean to keep them keen,
Yeah.
plants.
So Megan's one of these people who, whenever it's all weather based, and I'm not sure if I always think that she's asking me the question so she can hang out the washing. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's moving plants around the house, inside, outside, over to the windows so there's more light coming in, out the back.
Out to get a shower. Yeah.
Constantly
sure.
moving them.
Yeah.
Whenever I put a plant down, that's where it stayed. It's never
absolutely.
moved. I
And if
will
it
not
doesn't-
move it ever.
And if it doesn't thrive there, bad luck.
Throw it in the bin.
So when I see her walking around the house sometimes with a little spray bottle and she's wiping down each individual
hilarious.
leaf
Are
on
you
these-
kidding
on
me?
these things, and I'm thinking, are you completely mental? But last night was just the next level for me, and I was about to go to bed, and I was just watching a bit of Fox footy just to check out what's going on, and there was a couple of lights on in the house, and I always tell the kids, turn the lights off. We're all shutting up shop, and they never do. So when I came down and I thought I'll bang off the lights, and then Megan came down, she said, no, you need to leave that one on. And I'm like, what? And this is a big one in quite a big area. And I said, what's going on? No, they're for the light needs to stay on for the plants.
Oh, she's using the
What, are
plant.
they
She's using
reading?
the
Are they
plant.
reading?
She's not.
No, it's good for the plants.
Like
I will
she's-
come down in an hour or so and turn it off.
So she's using it like the sun.
Yes.
Now
What?
But also, there was daylight. Like they had daylight during the day.
Had daylight during the day. And we talked about hydros off air before now because you've got that set up in the ceiling. But does lights work?
It's in the garage.
Nathan.
Go got it. Yes, bulbs that you have in your house can be used to grow plants. However, regular incandescent bulbs do not provide the range of colour spectrum light that the plants thrive on. A better choice for indoor growing will be LED lights designed for that purpose.
Do you have LED lights? You might have, actually.
In your hydro setup in the garage? What's in
Oh,
that?
definitely. No, I've won like the whacker. It's come down on this chain thing, mate. The growth is unbelievable.
Okay, that to me is insane. Even the moving them around all the time to me is insane. I
It's a
can't
big
grasp
commitment,
any of
isn't
it.
it?
I can't
Yeah.
grasp any of it. Marnie, who lives at Little Mess, she is obsessed with plants to the point where you walk in, it's like you feel like you're on the set of Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're just everywhere. And so when Marnie goes away, she calls friends, and friends come and pick up 5 or 6 of them. And then so she she billets them out to people's houses. And then when she comes home, she spends a day driving around to pick up all of her plants. And then furthermore, she asked me to get something out of her bathroom one day, her other bathroom, not her ensuite. And I've walked in there and all the plants are in there having a shower. And I'm like, what is this? And it was like,
that's my
I
house.
thought I was intruding. I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. So many times I walked into the shower recess and the whole
And
thing...
the plant's like, get out. We're trying to... You need some
Exactly.
privacy around here.
really
It's got 2 leaves over there private.
Fig leaves, obviously. Our mate Shags has texted
Shags.
as well to say, remember that if you kill a plant that you bought from Bunnings and you've got the receipt,
Oh, you can take it back. You can
and
take
get a
back
new
dead
one.
plants.
That's serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Unbelievable.
need the receipt.
Good on you, Bunnings.
Yeah,
Come
because
down and get
apparently
another umbrella.
their plants have to will survive, guaranteed.
So then,
or they'll give you a new one.
Wouldn't you just go and buy some new
Correct.
plants, and then the dead ones you got at home to say, oh, that was that one, and take it back, and they go, yeah, you bought it 5 minutes ago. What'd you do? Napalm it in the face?
I mean, that's not out of the question at my house.
These people are foreign to us, but we know that you're listening. 1324, tell me we want to talk to plant people.
How
right?
extreme are you,
Yes.
plant people?
Say something that we're going to think you're a mentor for.
Are you a plant person or do you live with a plant person?
How's this though? They're going to come out of the woodwork now.
Stop it.
No, here we go. Plant people.
What do you got?
Do you reckon plant people like Robbie Williams?
Yes.
Of course.
2 tickets to see Robbie Williams perform live. Robbie Williams is live at A Day on the Green, Thursday the 30th of November.
Oh, outside
Tickets-
with the plants.
Tickets through Ticketmaster. You can take your plant with you. Imagine
Perfect.
if there's a person out there that's taking their plant to a concert.
You and your fiddle leaf fig just rocking on. All right, we are talking plant people. Are you one?
Next level.
Do you have to live with one? What's that like? Hit us up.
I don't know if I'm right or not, but I feel as though Ali is a person where Dougie, her partner, would get home and Ali would say, you're not sleeping in the bed tonight, and there'll be a fern next to her in the bed.
You're a plant
agree.
person.
You're
aren't you,
I would do
Ellie?
that. I would do that.
Do
But
you
I've got a problem at the moment because I've got some big boys. I've got some ficuses in
Yes.
big boy pots, and I've got a cat. And the cat has taken to digging up my pots and going to the toilet.
Oh, your cat thinks that your pot plant's a litter tray.
Yeah, even though he's allowed outside, he's
He's like,
fine.
no, it's raining. I'm not going out there.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I'm on the forums.
What are the
Any
forums
tips?
telling me?
On the forum.
Well, I'm just looking what to do.
And has anyone given you any...
I tried cellophane. I thought that I outsmarted
Cellophane?
him with cellophane, and he
What do you
just
mean?
dug
So-
around it.
Like cellophane to scare him the noise?
Yeah. You didn't like the feel?
Just because it works on Sean doesn't mean it's going to work on
I haven't pooed in the newsroom for weeks.
For ages.
cellophane, mate. Try it out.
We're talking about plant people, whether you are one, whether you live with one. Jean's in Claremont. Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Hi,
Jane.
Jean, are you a plant person?
I am, yes. I've been banned to actually buy any more plants by my husband, so I'm not allowed anymore.
You've been banned.
Okay. Can you give us an approximate count of how many plants you would have?
In total, maybe across the house,
Yeah.
close to 40 maybe, inside.
Dude.
Big ones or
Inside.
little ones? What's the pride of the fleet?
The mixture, but I've got the Monstera Thai Constellation. Some of those cost like $350.
Oh, the variegated one.
really?
yeah, no, they're expensive.
Oh, my
yeah.
God. So what does your husband say when you're going to buy a $300 plant? Doesn't he say no?
No.
He doesn't find out about it until much later.
Jean, what
Yeah, exactly.
lengths do you go to look after them? How do you...
Yeah, but if it's raining, I just actually take them all out to give them some water under the rain so they get rainwater, which
Yeah.
is really good for them.
Yeah.
And then clean them every day and, spray them bottle. And
You're joking.
Every day, you've got 40 plants to clean.
Well, yeah, I kind of do it in staggering because I don't have time to clean them all at the same
Yes.
time.
So what do you
clean
mean?
some
So you
every
just like walk
day.
past, spritz, wipe,
Yes.
wipe, go do something
Yeah.
in the kitchen and go, oh, there's 10. And then do it to the
Yeah.
other 10 and...
And then the next day you do the next ones. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and I also kind of you know how you cut the leaf and then put them in the water and grow more? So that's what I do as well.
Oh, my God, you've got a bloody
Propagating.
nursery. She's got
She's
a nursery
propagating.
happening. Oh, my
Do you ever turn the
Propagate
lights
them.
on in your house for your plants?
Sorry, what's that?
Do you have lights on in your house for your plants?
No, I don't, because I put them in the right spots, so they love the sun, and I open the blinds for them as well.
Yeah, right. Open the blinds for them.
When you go away, what happens to them?
I ask my neighbours sometimes to come in, but usually, there's the method you can put a plastic bag over if you water them really well, and then they don't dry out.
So then you get like 40 plastic bags. Put them over each plant before
It's like you're choking them. You're going to...
It's like you're suffocating.
Yeah, suffocate them.
Don't do that to kids. No, it does not work the same.
or your dog.
And I'm speaking on behalf of your neighbours. They don't want to look after your plants. Because you know why? You've got 40.
Thanks, Jean. It's nice to meet a plant person. Charlie's in Treaty. Hello.
G'day, how you going?
Oh, Charlie.
Is there a plant person in your life?
Yeah, it's my wife. Well, she's not quite a bad plant person. She doesn't have 40-odd plants or anything like that, or put them in the shower or get kicked out of the bath for them, but she tries. You twigged me a story just by saying that you can get your money back from Bunnings if you kill a plant. Like, I reckon we'd have thousands back by now. She kills that many. But
So she's a wannabe plant person but doesn't have the skills. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct, yes. Yeah, exactly. She comes from Ireland. It pisses rain there every day, and she still can't grow plants. But the real thing is that she killed an air plant. It was... I don't know how you do it, but she managed to do it. But, bless her heart.
All it needs is air, and she couldn't provide its basic needs.
Exactly, yeah. They grow on rocks.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah.
She
They grow on
killed a
rocks.
plant that just requires oxygen, which it had access to.
And plenty of oxygen, yeah. It doesn't even need water. Yeah. Don't know how it happened.
Charlie, that's actually amazing. She's the anti-plant person.
Oh,
Charlie,
It's a fair effort, that's for
It's
sure.
a fair effort, mate. No, be worried about that. All right, we want
thanks,
to talk about these plant people. I think we're just scratching the surface. I reckon
Yes.
there's people out there that's more full on than what we've just heard. 13, 24, 10. If you take loving and caring for your plants to the next level,
Or
to
you
where,
live with that person.
to when people question you, and and you're
They're
probably getting a bit
confused.
insulted by it because you're going, "Of course I do."
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm 40.
You need a machete to get
Yeah.
into your kitchen.
Jenny's in Ellenbrook. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, how you going?
Jenny,
Hi,
you
Jen.
are the
Jenny.
mother to some greenery, I take it.
So I had a black thumb. I couldn't understand because my dad used to grow everything and anything, and I would kill everything. And I had made use of the Bunnings buyback policy.
Yes, sure.
Have you?
On numerous occasions.
Oh, good on you.
But all of a sudden, I stopped looking after them, and I now have 84 inside.
Oh, and they're thriving on your neglect. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yes. They
Oh.
are absolutely thriving on my neglect.
Can I say that I currently am actively neglecting my plants as
Me
well?
too.
They are screaming at me in the middle of the night for water. They're going,
Yeah, sometimes.
and I walk past
I've had
them.
to start taking them to work.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, I got a new factory unit for work, and it's just me. So I've got like 5 offices, and they're getting filled with plants.
So each plant, your plants now are getting their own office.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they going to get a receptionist called Fern? Hold the calls, please, Fern.
Should do. Be good if they helped.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Far out. Well, that's next level, isn't it? Thank you. It's amazing.
Okay, well, I think that we've reached the level of
Yes.
plants now having their
when
own
they're
office
having their own
space,
office.
Sean.
And the plants are arguing about who gets the best office.
We have 2 tickets to go and see Robbie Williams perform live. Robbie Williams live at A Day on the Green, Thursday, the 30th November. Tickets through Ticketmaster. That was a good one, Jenny, but I'm going to give these tickets to Charlie, whose wife has killed many plants.
She killed a plant that
was
all it
unkillable.
requires is air.
Unkillable.
So that's a decent effort, isn't it?
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean. Last quarter.
Let's hear it for the Purple Army from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
Here we go, everybody. Up for grabs. We are talking premium Bankwest seats to Sunday's game between West Coast and North Melbourne. You know what that means? Premium seating, food and drinks are all included. You're living your best life.
Certainly are. 4 questions, 4 quarters, the last man standing.
First quarter. Natalie versus Aaron. Hello, Natalie.
Good morning.
Nat. Now, famously, Nats know a lot of stuff, Nat. So we've got
So
high
they
hopes for
say.
you.
Oh, look, I don't know. We'll see.
Look, all you need to know is the one thing, and that is how do you win the last quarter?
Answer the questions right.
No,
Correct.
Natalie.
Let's go to Aaron. Hello, Aaron.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Aaron,
Good, Aaron.
question. How do you win the last quarter?
We'll win the last quarter.
There we go. See, it's pretty easy.
Amazing.
I know. So you haven't made a great start, Nat. We're just going to say it straight out. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We have a question for you for the first quarter. Get this right, you move on to the second quarter and so forth until you get the last quarter right. Now, if you think you know the answer, buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you're through. You get it wrong, your opponent is through. Test your buzzers, Natalie.
Natalie.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Working well, everybody.
Question number 1 of the last quarter. Which AFL club did Chris Judd join after West Coast?
Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
Carlton.
Is correct.
Aaron.
Aaron knows. Aaron's through
Well,
to
he
the
knows.
second quarter.
He knows how to win.
That's right.
Yeah,
Nathan.
that's right.
Yeah.
In the second quarter, Aaron, you're going to be taking on Linda from Morley. Good morning, Linda.
Morning.
Hi,
Hi,
Linda.
Linda.
Do you know how to win the last quarter?
You just win the last quarter.
Yeah.
That's right, Linda.
Thank you,
We,
Linda.
we made it pretty
You can
simple,
stay.
didn't we?
Yeah.
All right, Linda, let's test your buzzer. Linda,
Linda.
it's working.
Linda versus Aaron in the second quarter with this question. Which fictional king was served by the Knights of the Round Table?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Yes, Aaron.
King Arthur.
Is correct. Aaron's
Yes.
through. He's made it through half time.
Knows his
Bloody
sword.
Aaron.
Well done.
Who saw
Goodbye,
Aaron
Linda.
coming? Jeez.
In the third quarter, Aaron is up against Emma from Melville. Hi, Emma.
Jeez.
Good morning.
Hi,
Hey,
Emma.
Emma.
Aaron is red hot today, Emma. Do you think
know.
you can take
He
him
is.
on?
No.
Oh, Emma, do you know how to win the last quarter?
I've got to win the last quarter.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
now,
jeez, Emma, you're a chance.
would you like to test your buzzer, Emma?
Emma.
Working well. Here we go. Third quarter question. What was the AFL known as prior to 1990?
Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
Oh.
VFL.
Yes, Aaron. Thanks for playing, Emma.
That was
We
a premiership
bid you
quarter,
farewell.
Natalie.
Aaron is through to the last quarter, where it's Aaron v. Karen.
Aaron v. Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Hi, how you going?
Good, Karen.
Okay, do you want to test your buzzer, Karen?
Karen.
Okay, working well. Aaron, do you want to just, because it's the last quarter, test your buzzer too? Aaron?
Aaron.
Okay.
Karen, do you know how to win the last quarter? Karen?
I'm going to win the last quarter
Oh,
against Aaron.
she's
That's
going
how.
to win.
Oh, confidence.
Okay.
She's had a big pre-season.
Here is your last quarter question coming your way.
Okay, here we go. Final question. What colour are Fat Cat's overalls?
Aaron.
Karen.
Aaron?
Green, black, and red.
No. Wait there.
We're just Googling.
We don't believe.
We
at this
think
stage
that we
is
think they're
correct.
a
Yeah, it's one-
single colour.
Yeah, just a single colour.
Yeah,
a single
single colour, and
It's a
they
single
are.
Karen.
No,
Well, it doesn't matter. You've
doesn't
already
matter.
won, Karen. Don't mess it up now. They're red.
They're red, Aaron.
He's got contrast pockets, but they're red overalls. Aaron, you got so close.
So on one side, Aaron, no. Karen, yes.
Karen, just like that, by doing literally
Aaron, thank
nothing.
you.
Karen,
You
you
have-
said it. You came in talking tough and you got the job
I
done.
know, you've won 2 premium Bankwest Best Seats to Sunday's game between West Coast
you,
and North
Karen.
Melbourne. Seating, food
Thank
and
you
drinks
so
all included.
much.
I know, you're going to have a ripper.
Thank you so much.
Mate.
Well done, Kaz.
Oh, how do you feel about that, Aaron? You knew how, he had a great first quarter, second
Yes.
quarter's outstanding, premiership quarter was great
Yeah,
too.
but you got to win the last quarter to win the last quarter, Sean.
Yeah, you got to bring it home.
That's it.
Aaron, it's pretty disappointing. Really disappointing.
Yeah, yeah.
I put a bet on you.
Yeah.
Tap.
Anything to say to your fans, Aaron, while we've got you?
Go the Blues.
I thought it was more going to be an apology to the family.
Very interesting. Hang up on him. Guess what, everybody? We're doing it again tomorrow.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The hottest story in town, though, that everybody is wondering about, Nathan, the furniture outside your front door.
That's right. If you've been missing the last 2 episodes.
This is a full-on extravaganza, basically.
Yeah. So last Friday, we get home and there is a new lot of tenants moving into the apartment.
On your floor.
The one directly across from me. And there was all their furniture in the hallway. So we're like, okay.
They were moving in. Yeah.
Anyway, so then that night, the furniture was still there. The next day, the furniture was there. Cut a long story short, the furniture is still there. It's been there all week.
So when we say furniture, we're talking there's a dining table, there's bedside tables, there's several chairs.
Outdoor
there's a desk. There's heaps of stuff.
Big lamp. All that sort of stuff.
And it's kind of all stacked right next to your neighbour Marnie's front door. Because when I saw the picture, I thought that front door must have been their front door and that they'd put it right outside their own front door. No, they put it right oudside your neighbour Marnie's front door.
Rough.
So in yesterday's episode, we told you how we sent, our strata sent a letter to the property manager. The property manager just simply wrote back, it'll be gone by the end of the week. Without any explanation. And also there was no explanation given.
No. Do we have an explanation?
Natalie, we finally have a conclusion.
Stop it. Have we cracked the case?
This 3-part series.
Well, we haven't got the conclusion yet because the furniture's still
from the US.
Still there, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what's happened, right? This is why and we were saying there has to be a legitimate reason why these people are living in that apartment but their furniture is outside of the apartment, because usually you put both of them together.
That's right, because you like to sit on something and sleep on things.
Like eat on the tables.
Yes.
Furniture's really useful. So yesterday when I get home, I went like, okay, look, I'm gonna maybe just go and knock on their door and just see if they're there.
Oh, what a ridiculous notion!
He's the Mrs. Mangles.
So I know, because I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to be, but I thought, I might as well just ask, hey, what's going on with this stuff? Anyway, but on the way to get there, because I had to get home early yesterday because they're doing a dilapidation report on our apartment, so sort of everyone was sort of home, Plus, how's this? The property manager for that apartment was there.
Oh, everybody was there.
Who? I know, because she used to be my property manager.
Oh, there you go.
I know everyone.
Scandal. Perth. That's some Perth action right there.
Yeah. So, after the niceties and saying hello to each other, I just turned to her straight away and I said, I'm so glad that it's you. What's happening here? And then she goes, oh my gosh, Nathan, I nearly called the show today.
Oh.
She goes, because I heard you talking about it.
Okay, so she has the answer.
She has the answer. And it was never what we were going to think, right? Okay. So the new people that have moved into that apartment, when they were shown that apartment and when they rented that apartment, signed the lease, they were never told that the furniture in the apartment wasn't for staging. It was a fully furnished apartment.
Oh, that's a big factor.
So they've come to move in on Friday with all their furniture and they've opened up the apartment and there's an apartment full of furniture in there.
Are they going, what's going on here?
So they've rung their property manager, who I was speaking to, and then told her about it. She's rang the owners. They're away in Europe at the time, so they don't want to deal with it. So they've told her, just get rid of it. So their property manager ended up just on her own back, put it in the hallway because she's got a single mother that really needs some furniture and she's going to give them away and it's not, can't be picked up.
So the furniture that's in the hallway is not the tenant's furniture.
No,
it's the furnished apartment.
The people that own the apartment.
So that's what was there. It's been removed so the people that moved in could put their things in and that's going to be rehomed to somebody and that's why it's taking a week.
Yeah, but I did say to my old property manager,
that's good information to have.
I did say to her, well, that's great and we have no issues with that at all. That's a really good explanation. You should have told somebody because you can't just dump an apartment full of furniture in a hallway because none of us knew.
Also, it's extraordinary. Like, you pay a premium for a furnished apartment. Like, you pay more for it to be furnished because
so now I'm wondering if it's going to be the rent will be reduced.
Yes.
Would it have to
be episode 4.
Looking forward so many more questions.
Anyway, never would have gone to that conclusion.
No.
Never would have gotten there. Yeah.
And all the bits and pieces they have to jump through to be able to get that answer because they're over in Europe doing their thing. Imagine if you're over there, you're like, bugger this.
Yeah.
Give rat's ass.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go, everyone. The exciting conclusion to the 3-part special of
I'm sad it's over.
The furniture in the hallway. No worries, thank you.
What I like is the people that moved in had to then move out, essentially. So they've moved in and out in the same day.
They've just moved all their stuff out of their own place and they get to a new place. Had to move all that stuff to the new place to get their stuff into the new place.
I'd be furious.
My God.
I'd be furious.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Firefighters are, well,
Heroes.
I was going to say hot.
And also heroes.
No, he's a fire.
They look good in a calendar, and also...
Yeah. But there are non-calendar firefighters out there that will never even get a look in at a month.
Yeah, that's so true, Nath.
Yeah. So, anyway, one thing that firefighters do very common, they said this is the most common practice for a firefighter, is to retrieve animals stuck up trees.
I thought you only just kind of saw that in the US or on the news. It'll make it every now and then.
Or like if they get stuck in a wall or something,
I think
they'll come and sort it out and go, that can't be the most common thing they're called out for. Surely fire is the most common thing they're called out for.
Because, I mean, look around, the place isn't really ablaze at the moment.
I know, but people have, small fire and smoke alarms going off and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So anyway, well, it's one of the most common calls, and now if you call them, you're probably not going to get their help. There's been some new safety procedures put in place, which means that they have to use fall protection devices for engaging in any activity where there is a possibility of falling a distance that will cause injury. Now, unfortunately, there are only 3 fire trucks in WA that have the provisions to...
capture a cat.
No, to have this safety put in place, which is having a ladder that can extend to 30 metres. So you have to have that.
There's only 3 that can do that. What about tall fires?
Yeah.
Well, then what happens?
They're a thing, Nat.
Perth's only known for its short fires. Pick up a book, Natalie.
If they don't want to get a cat out of a tree, I get it. But what about their base industry, which is fighting fires? What about if there's a fire on the 4th floor? Then what happens?
Well, you're in all sorts.
WA's renowned for low-level fires.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's in the town of Cottesloe because you can't build any.
Firefighters they're feeling really bad now because they have to
say no.
Knock back requests to rescue pets stuck at heights. I've never called the fire brigade. I've never had a fire, but also take the fire out of the situation. You know, people that call the fire brigade because your kid's head stuck in the toilet seat,
stuck in a
or like your fingers stuck in. People that just put their fingers in things.
Yes.
And like something stuck up a tree, or what else?
Or Jilly stuck down a well.
Or is it people being stuck in or down something?
Yeah.
So either you're in it, you can't get out, you're up it, you can't get down, or you're down it and you can't get up. Is that the reasons other than a fire why people will call a fire?
I guess so.
A fireman?
I don't know.
I think
let's see if we can
someone's
find out.
stuck somewhere.
Yeah, so it's either
someone
stuck
or something
up,
is
stuck down, or stuck in.
Have you ever rang the fire brigade before, Nat?
I've never rung them at all.
But if something's stuck in you call an ambulance.
Yes, Nathan.
Or if you're stuck in something.
Or your lawyer.
Or if you're stuck in something, you call the fireys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you might need a good hosing down before the ambulance gets to you if you've got something stuck in you.
Yeah, well, Sean, each to their own.
You fell in the shower, Sean. Come on.
We want to talk about this 1324 too, and let's find out. We want to know if you've called the fire brigade for not a fire.
Yes.
Right? So it's the pets in the trees or something. I mean...
Yeah, tell us.
Can they
tell us what it is.
Can they get anything out of a tree?
I
does it have
you're
to
not
be
going
an
to call
animal?
them because
Your frisbee's up there.
Your guy's up there. Don't call them for that. They're busy people.
If there are any fireys listening and you've been called to do something ridiculous, let us know what it is.
Yep.
How's this? We're going to give somebody 2 tickets to go and see Robbie Williams.
Who?
Robbie Williams.
Oh, my God.
Who'll be performing live, Sean. Robbie Williams live at A Day on the Green Thursday, the 30th of November. Tickets are through Ticketmaster, but how is that?
It's going to be a ripping show. All right, the question is, have you called the fire brigade for something other than a fire? And if you are a fiery and you've had these ridiculous call-outs, we so want to hear from you.
Hi, Carol.
Good morning. How you going?
Great, Carol. So we are talking about calling the fire brigade for help when it's not a fire. What did you call them for?
Well, my sister-in-law got one of those ring pull things stuck on her finger from a can of Coke. And we had a local firehouse, so she went round the corner to see if they could cut her off with the snippy things, and they said that the job had to be logged, so go home and ring.
No way.
So they came around in the truck with the light and the sirens and the little second trucky thing. It was so funny.
Nah, Carol, they're taking the piss.
And they chop her front door down with an axe to get in.
That's brilliant.
Carol, that's amazing.
That's so funny,
I know,
Carol.
it's hilarious.
How old was she then?
Oh, married.
Married? Oh, my
okay,
God. I thought it was a kid thing.
No, it was an adult woman that they were mucking around. And then she's like, I can't get it off.
I'm sorry, if
actually
I'm
amazing.
having any experience with the firefighters, no matter what the reason is, they're carrying me somewhere. I don't care even if I don't need to be carried, I need to be carried.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't you think?
Thanks, Carol. Sue's in Scarbs. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Great,
Sue.
What did you call the fireys for?
I called the fiery because my husband got stuck up on the roof after I insisted he cleaned the gutters on our two-storey apartment. We ended up on a day that there was a bit of a wild storm hitting Scarborough, which pulled the roof off near the Indie Bar and down the beach.
Yeah.
So when I sent him up there, because I didn't want any flooding in my place,
Yes.
and he kind of slid down the roof to the gutter and was stuck.
Oh,
Meanwhile, it was quite funny because the boys were videoing him and sending us all the mates from the footy team, and the boys were just absolutely taking the you-know-what out of him.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. And not just one fiery came, but another one. And I think a couple of the news people came along because they were in the area heading towards the storm damage.
Yes.
There's a man on the roof hanging by a gutter. Of course, that's
So
big news.
Is he hanging by his hands?
Sorry?
Is he hanging? We just want to get visualization. So he slid into the gutter of the roof. Is he hanging by his hands down the side of the house, or is he sort of like got his foot stuck in the gutter trying not to slip off the side of the roof?
He was on his bum with his knees up and holding himself on as best he could.
Yeah, so he's on the roof, not dangling off the roof.
Oh,
but
geez, Sue.
there's not a lot to keep him on there.
If he had dangled off, he wouldn't be here to tell the story. Pretty high, and you have to kind of beat it.
Sue, and that's on you, Sue. You set him up there,
Yeah, you
just
did,
for the
Sue.
record.
But also, imagine it, right? The firefighters there, and the police there, the media there, and you're like, "Don't film me! Please don't film me!"
But you use it against Sue. Does he use that against you forever and a day?
Well, the boys used the little video against him for quite a while,
they
and
did.
I'd like to know if they've still got it. Actually, I must have to check.
Yeah.
Oh,
that out.
if they do, give it to us. We'll put it on our Instagram.
I bet you've had to pay to get your gutters clean from now on, though, for sure. Thanks, Sue.
They are two very good examples of when you call the fire brigade for help, where it's not a fire.
Joe's in Butler. Morning, Joe.
Morning.
Morning, Joe.
Joe.
Hi, team. How are you?
Great,
Morning.
Joe. Why did you have to call the fireys that was not fire-related?
So quite a long time ago when we first came to Australia, we moved into a house and the next door neighbour had a metal gate. And my little brother was only 5 at the time. He got his head stuck in the gate.
Yes.
My mum put oil and butter on it to try and
Butter to grease him up. Yeah, you grease him up.
But it was 40 degrees, so he started burning. and his head was facing downwards.
Oh,
She couldn't
delicious.
give him water or anything, so she thought it was going to dehydrate while he was stuck in the gate. But the fire brigade did come and get him out, and that was 45 years ago.
So did they
we still talk about
Did they cut through the bars of the
They
gate?
kind of bent it.
Yeah,
They
right.
bent it. But we tried everything. Like my dad has tried to bend the rails as well, but he was always the brother that got into things. So if anyone was going to have something, it was him. But my poor mum, she thought she was doing the right thing with the oil, and
It's
40
burning.
degrees, no. Straight away.
Yeah.
He's
A nice
sauteed
tan on his neck.
How many years ago was this?
45.
45 years ago.
45,
You know
yeah.
what? I'd say hats off to your mother 45 years ago using butter and not margarine.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
she likes butter.
She's a purist.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
My parents are margarine people.
Oh,
it's so
no.
disgusting.
It is disgusting, but
When
we
you've
didn't
got
know
a
any
child-
better.
Well, no, I
No,
didn't
but
even.
now we
I
do.
did not even know about butter until I moved out.
Yep.
I knew butter exists. I knew what butter was, but I didn't think you use butter like you use butter because I thought margarine is what you do.
What did you think it was for?
I don't know. I thought butter was
Greasing
just
up
for
your
cooking.
head if your head got
I thought
stuck.
butter was just for cooking, and you couldn't use it for
Yeah.
For
But
lubrication.
then again, I grew up in a house where I thought that milk was only for tea.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway,
Great point.
God.
How's the therapy going?
It's not good.
Thanks, Joe. Anna's in Banksia Grove. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Why did you call the fire brigade?
It was the day before Christmas Eve, and I was in a shopping centre with my husband and small child at the time, and full of, my shopping trolley full of Christmas goodies and frozen turkey, and my child needed the toilet. my husband took my child to the parents' room, and it had a sliding door, and the sliding door locked into place and wouldn't open. And centre management was nowhere to be seen. Phone numbers everywhere. Nobody answering because it was the day before Christmas Eve and no one was working.
Yes.
And after 15 minutes of trying to get the door open ourselves, we had to ring the fireys, and they couldn't open it either and had to axe down the door.
Oh, they actually
my God.
That was my 3-year-old was inside, and she was hysterical, and she's 13 now and still won't go in her door.
Still
sliding door.
traumatised.
You should never watch a horror movie because that's absolutely
Oh, my
insane.
What about, was the turkey okay?
No.
It was a 40-degree day, so it was. Yeah, I went to go home and put it in the freezer, but they wouldn't let me leave.
Yeah, I'll be back. We've got to put the ice cream in the turkey in the freezer, and I'll come back and get
Wow,
you.
they chopped it down.
I know.
That's
Well,
exciting.
what else are you going to do?
I know. God, I've only seen the chopping down of a door by a firefighter on a movie. To see it
Yeah.
in real life
Likewise.
would be glorious.
Yes, wouldn't it? Thank you, Anna. Faye, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Wonderful,
Faye. Why did you call the fireys?
Oh, we were out for the day and got home and couldn't find the dog anywhere. We'd renovated a new bathroom which had a spa in it prior and a spa pump on the outside.
Yep.
Leaving a small hole in the external wall.
Yes.
And the dog got into the cavity wall.
Yes.
And climbed through the cavity wall into the bath, so we had to call the fireys to come and cut the bath out and the wall out.
Oh,
to
that's
get
an
the dog
expensive
out.
exercise.
So went sort of under the bath sort of thing, yes.
Yeah, it was in the bath.
In the bath.
In the bath.
In the bath. Not,
In the
not,
cavity
not,
wall.
Yeah, not in the bath, but in
the
Yes,
bath
from the
cavity wall.
inside of
the
the wall.
inside in the bath.
Okay, so what did that cost all up? What happened?
What did it cost?
How did you get...
Because you obviously had to repair it all.
Yeah, they ripped it apart, obviously.
So the fireys came in and put a hole in the bath and stuck a camera down and located it, and then ended up having to cut the whole lot out and the bath hob and everything. So we had to get the same tiler back and refix it.
Hey, on the cost thing, are you liable for
Or are you
their time?
Oh, for the fireys. You have to pay
How
for
do
the
you
call
get
out.
billed?
Yeah, is that
We
the
didn't
thing?
get the fire for the bill. We didn't get the bill for the fireys, but we got the insurance wouldn't cover anything because it was
Because it's your
animal
dog.
related.
If it's your dog, you're not covered. If it's
So
someone,
wait
if
there.
another
No.
dog came and got in, then you're covered. But if it's your dog, you're not
If you're
covered.
getting an ambulance, you're going to get stung, right?
That is a thing. Yeah,
But are the fireys on the same level as the police?
A fire is free.
And
Is it
'cause I know
free to
that-
get a fire for?
Well, we were told that when the smoke alarm went off here because somebody burnt their toast in the toaster,
Yeah.
and they came out because they've got to come out and turn off the
There was
smoke
that-
alarm. There was a call out fee for that.
There was a call out fee if it wasn't for a fire.
But this wasn't a fire.
So this wasn't okay. So say you need. So say let's just say a
let's go
fire,
through
right?
all
So
of them.
say just a fire,
Yeah.
right? So
There's no fee there.
afterwards,
You're just saving
they've stopped the fire. Do they
Yep.
turn around and go, okay, here's your bill?
No.
I
bill
think because
for
what if your
water.
house is burnt down? Do they still charge you?
No,
Because
they
I'm
don't.
not a satisfied customer.
No, but
you're
all
a
the-
firefighter. You didn't fight it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You lost the battle. We didn't really...
Do you get charged? If anyone knows if you get charged to get your fire fought,
But more so the other things
Yeah, the
that we've
other
just been
things.
talking about.
Yes,
you know,
the
rescue some guy off the roof,
non-fire-related
because that's
thing.
all non...
Yeah.
interesting, Sean.
If anyone's got the answer, hit us up 13 24 10. It's 20 to 9. You got some Robbie Williams tickets to give away.
We certainly have, Natalie. Rob Williams, of course, is coming to Perth. You can see him perform live. Robbie Williams live, A Day on the Green, Thursday the 30th of November. Tickets through Ticketmaster, of course. It's really tough to give
It
these
is,
away,
isn't
Nat,
it?
so I was going to leave it to you.
No, come up with something. Hurry up. We haven't got all day.
Okay, we're going to give them to Anna, who's at the shopping centre. The axe actually got smashed through the door.
The turkey had to be saved.
Yeah, they're all great.
Lola has some inside knowledge for us. Morning, Lola.
Morning. How you going?
Hey, Lola.
It's very hard to find an answer. I tried to Google it, and I found out that it's about a $1,300 fee for a false call.
Right.
Which is right. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you know, Lola?
Yeah, so my husband's a firefighter, so I've got a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
So I don't think you would get charged for like a residential call out, like the dog rescue in the cavity wall.
Yes.
But I think if you're like a business and you get called out for burnt toast and they have to come and reset
Yes.
your fire panel,
Yeah.
then there will be a fee for that. And
Okay.
I was going to say about $1,000
All right. So say
Okay.
if it's just an actual fire, right, and they come to extinguish a fire, do you have to pay for that service, or do we already pay
No.
for it?
That would be in like your rates and the emergency services levy.
Okay.
Yes, right.
But I think it's more to do with the commercial side of things and your fire panel.
Yep.
Than it is to do with, showing up and doing their job and helping everybody out.
So that would mean that if our toast has set off the fire alarm, our best bet is to set fire to the toaster so that then it's an actual fire.
Possibly.
So we don't have to pay.
Get a bit creative.
While we've got you here, we found out that, one of the most common things is, to get pets and things out of trees. Does your husband, has he done that a lot?
Yes, bless his compassionate socks. He has gone out to rescue cats out of trees, but his theory is, how many cat skeletons do you see in a tree? So by the time we get up the ladder and get up the tree, the cat's freaked out and launched itself across the road anyway.
Cats 100% can get out of a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's had people call up to fill up their pool, which isn't a thing.
Fill up a pool?
Because they've got hoses and access to water.
So they want their pool filled up quicker?
Yeah. So they've had to politely decline. He's been called out to somebody who had their downstairs old fella stuck in like a piece of jewellery.
Oh! Ow.
So they've had to go in to try and help at the house, and then they've had to go...
What kind of jewellery are
to
you putting on your old fella?
Well, he's heard of an ant
Like a
ring,
ring?
and he didn't really realise that it's a different thing.
Right.
Hey, can I just say, Lola?
Yeah.
You are very interesting, and thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, my friend.
Thank you so much for answering that question. I'm going to give you a double pass to the Red Hot Summer Tour.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Jimmy Barnes headlines the Red Hot Summer Tour. Tickets at redhotsummertour.com.au. Well, you're so helpful.
Yeah,
You're
you
lovely
were.
there.
We
Living
appreciate
and Birds of Tokyo, Pete Murray, Casey Chambers, heaps there.
It's gonna
That's for
go
you,
off.
Lola. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Good on you,
And
buddy.
your fiery husband, love his work. Thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
It's the Bank West vending machine.
Let's hear it for Bank West, home of the good stuff.
All right, here we go. Lenore from Burswood is going to take on our vending machine. Good morning, Lenore.
Good morning, guys.
I know, we
Hello.
know it's the home of the good stuff, that it's stuffed full of tickets to all sorts of things. If it's happening at Optus Stadium or at RAC Arena, then it could be in there. So there's a lot to choose from.
What's the last thing you went to, Lenore?
I actually went to the footy on the weekend for the first time ever.
To go and see
at
the
Optus.
Dockers. So that was the first time you've ever been to the
Saturday
footy.
night.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Actually, it was really good because after living over in WA for over 20 years, I probably actually remotely understand the game a bit more now.
Oh, where are you originally from, Lenore? New South Wales?
Queensland.
Okay,
so I
that's all right.
grew up with rugby league.
Sweetheart, Queensland people can't play this game. We're going to have to hang up on you.
She's only been here 20 years. Yeah, you're right. All
This
right,
is Bank
Lenore.
West.
Nathan is going to be operating the vending machine on your behalf. He's got 10 cents to pop into the slot. Your job is to tell us which buttons he should choose. So you can choose between A, B, or C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it going to be?
Oh, let's go A4.
A4. Piece of paper.
yesterday.
I know.
Yes.
All right.
Have you ever come across a vending machine that just is 10 cents for anything?
No.
This is amazing.
Back in the day,
It's a
Sean.
bargain.
Back in the day.
Coins going in.
Yeah, hit it harder, mate.
No, you didn't put it in with
Sometimes it
enough
gets
force.
stuck. Yeah, okay. no.
We bought it second hand, so it's a bit dodgy. All right, mate. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, now.
Oh, no, it's gone through the bottom. It's come out the bottom.
Oh.
Sorry, Lenore. It's technical difficulty.
Okay, that's done.
Okay, I think it could work now.
Yep.
A4?
Ooh.
No.
Go 3 days in and we've broken
Hit
it.
it harder.
I'm trying to
Oh,
find
there,
it.
something happened. Something happened. Money came out the bottom again.
All right.
Oh.
All right, let me go again. Okay, yes!
Okay, well, right, A4.
I'm trying. Stop panicking me.
Oh, no. He's not good under pressure.
No, you got to bung it from the side. Everybody knows that. That's it. Shake it. We all do that. And they get the extra
air
code.
pressure thing.
We need someone with small hands to get in there. Sean's used to wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're good. Sean,
Oh, it's stuck here.
Honestly, Sean,
Johnny, you got it.
Okay. Lenore. We're hoping. Oh, we've got it, Lenore. No problem. I mean, that was super easy. Super easy.
Got it.
Well, second the way we call them the Fireys then.
Sure, I'll open it. Here we go. All right, Lenore, I'm opening the box. What's inside? We know that there's a chocolate bar, and today we've got a Milky Way. A fun-sized Milky Way.
Not had a Milky Way for so long.
A Milky Bar kid.
And, Lenore.
What?
You've won 2 GA Bankwest Best Seats to see Crystal Cirque du Soleil at RAC Arena on September 15th. Cirque du Soleil.
Lenore,
Nah.
that Cirque du Soleil is on ice. It's the first time that they've put ice into the show.
Amazing.
So it's going to be a lot of
And a
skating
degree
and
of
stuff.
difficulty.
Unbelievable.
That is
Yeah.
super cool. Thank
I know,
you
you're going to
so
love
much.
that, Lenore. Well done.
No
It
worries.
was worth the effort.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, Lenore.
All right.
That just cost us 30 cents in the,
It
in the
did.
vending machine.
I think that Amy, does that machine only take 10 senses? I think it needs the weight of a 20 cent.
maybe.
I think it needs
Yeah.
the
Can we-
weight
can
of a
we
20
change that,
cent.
can we?
That's pricey.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
Inflation.
Lenore, you're a winner. You enjoy Cirque du Soleil. Well done. It's happening again
Thank
tomorrow,
you so
everybody, if the
Good on you,
machine
mate.
can withstand the pressure.
So it's happening again tomorrow, so I'll start putting the coins in today.
And Sean will start, rugby tackling it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time for us to get out of here.
Yes, tomorrow, though, the last quarter returns.
Mm-hmm.
We've been having an absolutely
Oh, we love it.
awesome time with that. That's West Coast and
North Melbourne on
Melbourne.
Sunday.
Kangas.
Best seats in the house, food and drink included.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, we might be speaking to one of your mates, though, as well.
Yeah, Brett Peake, he's been down rescuing the whales down in Albany.
It's an extraordinary story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, yeah, but heaps of them have died, which is
Oh, my
awful.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's
They reckon half
I'll
of
speak to
them.
Peaky, hopefully.
So you
That'd be
just
good.
want to know, because it
Yeah.
showed them all gathering together,
Yeah.
in really tightly before they then beach themselves. It's like,
So-
what are they talking
So
about?
they're saying that there is sometimes used for protection. So so there's a predator around, but it's like you don't want to be on the outer ring. You want to be in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that doesn't really make much sense. And they're trying to find out why they
Whales
beach
beach
themselves.
themselves.
Like, is it sonar? Is it this?
Yes.
Is it that? Was it that rocket the other week?
Is it something we're doing
that
to
washed
them?
up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's
Anyway.
really sad.
It is. Hello, Ross.
Hey, Ross.
Hello, yeah, it's super sad. I actually Googled this, and this could be totally wrong, but
Yeah.
what Google said was that if one of the whales gets sick or something,
Yes.
all the other whales kind of get around it and will follow, and the whale will beach itself, just the one if it's sick, but then all the other whales will back it up and
It
follow.
doesn't seem like a good survival
Yeah,
thing
it seems
to do.
terrible.
No, it doesn't,
Hey,
does
to
it?
me.
So
Yeah.
on the Perth Now put an article up about it, right? And then this is really interesting. So this guy said, Tim says, I was at the stranding of the false killer whales in 1986 at Augusta. It was the most successful rescue of its kind. Over 100 plus whales were rescued. Small baby whales were dragged backwards out to sea, and the pod followed. Then someone else says, yeah, I was there too, an unforgettable, heartbreaking experience. I hope we learn how to help them next time before they beach themselves. I was 15 at the time, and I ran away from home to help.
Oh,
No regrets.
even yesterday they were saying to people, don't come down there.
Yes.
They didn't want
Yeah.
randoms just turning up. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Brett Peake, apparently.
Just Peaky. He do it himself.
Ross, on a better note, our 5K triple play.
Yeah, I reckon I'd highly recommend people listen this morning.
So they're looking for Taylor Swift into Shawn Mendes
Into Justin Timberlake.
into Justin Timberlake.
And,
Why?
I say some funny things. Time to
Yeah,
time.
you do.
You
No,
do.
no.
Bit of a
really.
whack job,
I'll-
people say.
Just keep listening is what I'd say.
Okay.
Let's start with Ricky Lee, though.
Oh, well, that's not one of them.
No,
that's
it's not.
You're just trying to make people listen to you, aren't you?
Yeah, I need all the listeners I can get.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.